sorry for myself, I kept saying to myself over and over, "Now listen, as long as you can walk and feed yourself and are free from intense pain, you ought to be the happiest person in the world. No matter what happens, never forget that as long as you live. Never, never." I was determined to do everything in my power to cultivate an unconscious and continuous attitude of gratefulness for my many blessings. Every morning when I awoke, I would thank God that I could get out of bed and walk to breakfast and feed myself. I fiercely resolved that in spite of my troubles, I would be the happiest person in Warrenton, Missouri. Maybe I didn't succeed in achieving that goal, but I did succeed in making myself the most grateful young woman in my hometown, and probably few of my associates worried less than I did. This Missouri music teacher applied two principles described in this book. She kept too busy to worry, and she counted her blessings. The same techniques may be helpful to you. My stomach was twisting like a Kansas whirlwind by Cameron Schiff. I had been working very happily in the publicity department of Warner Brothers Studio in California for several years. I was a unit man and feature writer. I wrote stories for newspapers and magazines about Warner Brothers stars. Suddenly I was promoted. I was made the assistant publicity director. As a matter of fact, there was a change in administrative policy, and I was given an impressive title, Administrative Assistant. This gave me an enormous office with a private refrigerator, 2 secretaries, and complete charge of a staff of 75 writers, exploiters, and radio men. I was enormously impressed. I went straight out and bought a new suit. I tried to speak with dignity. I set up filing systems, made decisions with authority, and ate quick lunches. I was convinced that the whole public relations policy of Warner Brothers had descended upon my shoulders. I perceived that the lives, both private and public, of such renowned persons as Betty Davis, Olivia de Havilland, James Cagney, Edward G. Robinson, Errol Flynn, Humphrey Bogart, Ann Sheridan, Alexis Smith, and Alan Hale were entirely in my hands. In less than a month, I became aware that I had stomach ulcers, probably